What is going on, y'all? This is Steven from Headlock Talk. We got some exciting news for you. Our longtime sponsor, Naturally Hemps, has now given us a Headlock Talk promo code. Woo! Go to naturallyhemps.com, use code HLT10 at checkout to get 10% off your entire order. And, by the way, it does not expire.
Yes, this is true, Steven. I use Naturally Hemp's gummies for sleep aid, for muscle pain, and for post-workout recovery. And might I also mention, the lotions are great on your skin and they smell fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's all really good stuff, but we also have some more for you. NaturallyPureSanitizer.com for all your hand sanitizer needs. Use code HLT10 at checkout to get 10% off your order. Also, if you are a vapor and you are in need of e-liquid, AmericanVaporCompany.com. Use code HLT10 at checkout to get 10% off your order.
Yes, they have a fine variety of candy flavors, tobacco flavors, menthol flavors, and fruit flavors. So I'm a very big fan of that too.
Oh yeah, all really good stuff. And again, code HLT10 at checkout at all of these websites gets you 10% off your order. Now on with the show.
On this week's episode of the Tanner and Steven Variety Show, we've got a man who eats blueberries, transparent public restrooms. We've also got the question about droops. Something about droops. I think it's a fruit or maybe an almond. I'm not quite sure. But there's also a story about a man who drives his lawnmower down the highway, and you can only imagine where he's from. All this and more, so stay tuned. And welcome everybody back to yet another episode of the Tanner and Steven Variety Show.
Oh, hello, hello.
Hello, Steven. How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. We've got a lot of news today here. A lot of odd things going on in the world, as always. So I'm happy to share all these stories with you.
Oh yeah, I mean it wouldn't be an episode of the Variety Show without some just absolutely weird, just odd.
See, most of my fun just comes from like telling you the stories and then just getting your reaction. That's where I get my joy from.
See, that's one of the reasons, man. We need to think about video.
Yeah. No.
Anyways,
believe me, it's definitely in the wheels here.
Yes.
But yeah, man, it's summertime. It's hot outside.
It is.
Let's talk about some news. And something that'll help everybody cool down here. Let's see here. Per UPI.com and writer Ben Hooper, a British man breaks Guinness World Record for the fastest ice cream truck. We all know that we could use a very fast ice cream truck nowadays, right?
Yes. This is true.
I
was just talking to you about this the other day.
Yes, indeed. The ice cream very much needed nowadays, and a British inventor who set out to create a more environmentally friendly ice cream truck actually broke the Guinness World Record when the food dispensing vehicle was declared the world's fastest. Guinness said that Ed China broke the world record for the world's fastest ice cream truck when he took it to a top speed of 73.921 miles per hour in Elvington Airfield in Yorkshire, England. Yes. China said he was inspired to build his own ice cream truck engine when he discovered some of London's boroughs had banned the vehicles due to their emissions. The inventor said his ice cream truck originally had a Mercedes Sprinter diesel engine until he used his conversion kit to make it run on electricity. China said he is hoping to make the conversion kit publicly available in the near future to allow ice cream trucks to continue to work without polluting the air. China previously set 6 Guinness World Records for vehicle speeds, including a 2006 record for the world's fastest office.
Wait.
Interesting.
What?
World's fastest office.
What does that even mean? Like, is it an office like in a mobile home?
Maybe so. I mean, I don't know how fast you can make your office, but hey,
I mean, I don't even know what like the parameters of that are. You know what I mean? Like,
indeed, Steven. Indeed.
anyways.
But yeah, Steven. World's fastest ice cream truck. What do you make of this?
So, first off, I would just like to say congratulations to this guy for accidentally setting a world record. That's amazing. You know how many people try to beat a world record and fail miserably time and time again, and this guy's just like, "Oh snap! Yeah, I did it."
I made my
oops.
office fast.
Right. Man. So you said 74 miles an hour, huh? Or like
Yeah.
73.9, basically.
Yeah, it's a 73.921. Yes. So
Okay.
I mean,
70.
it's not outrageously fast for like your, if you've got like a nice V6 car or anything like that, but considering that it is an ice cream truck trucks normally are fairly slow, and obviously you don't want all your ice cream merchandise flying all over the place.
This is true.
Seems like a very fast truck.
Yeah, I mean, I would say so. See, I never really like thought about the concept of like an ice cream truck being like a vehicle that was specifically made to be an ice cream truck. You know what I mean? Like, I never knew that like, oh, this thing has an ice cream truck engine. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
It never even crossed my mind. So, man,
What were
it's a
some
whole
of,
new world.
Yeah, man, it is a whole new world. What were some of your favorites that you remember getting from the ice cream truck, Steven?
Yes. Well, special shout out to the Choco Taco.
Ah, yes.
The Choco Taco is
R.I.P. Choco Taco.
R.I.P. What?
I can't find them anywhere. Where do you find these Choco Tacos now?
Oh, I mean, I can't say I've had one in a while, but I didn't realize that they were like gone.
Well, I've looked for years, Steven. I've yet to find one.
Oh man!
Like last
We
time
might
I
have to
had
get
one
to the
was
bottom
from
of
like
this.
last time I found one was from like Taco Bell.
Oh wow! Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Man,
turned
I'm
I
having
turned
like
30 in a week, Steven, and I've yet to find another Choco Taco.
Man, I'm having like an existential crisis over here. That was like part of my childhood, man.
It's like
gonna
reading
have
the
to
lyrics. It's like reading the lyrics to WAP.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
mind the song personally, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, you know.
But back
is
to
it-
Choco Taco.
Well, is it WAP or is it WAP? Is it WAP?
It might be WAP. WAP. I don't know. Anyway,
We're talking about the Cardi B song, right?
Yes, we're talking.
Yeah,
about,
yeah.
Somehow we went from ice cream trucks to Choco Taco, existentialism, and then WAP by Cardi B.
Yeah, yeah, and we're not even like 10 minutes in.
Yeah, we're at 6 minutes right now.
Yeah. So, anyways, Choco Taco is definitely a big one. Strawberry shortcake bar. Those are really, really good. They always sold a I don't know. It's just like this like ice cream bar. I don't really know what it was made out of, but it was Sonic the Hedgehog's head, and then his eyes were gumballs. That was a good one too.
Yes. I remember the ones that you would get it like it would be like Bugs Bunny, and you get the ice cream gumballs, or it could be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's also like Taz and like all the not Sesame Street, all the Looney Tunes characters. I mean, speaking of Sesame Street, there was Elmo once. I mean, yeah, they always got like all the faces you could want, really. Which let's not talk about how weird that is. That we just like give kids like here's this this treat with your favorite character's face on it. Now eat it. That's a little weird, but whatever. That's a conversation for a different day.
Indeed, Steven. Indeed. All right. Well, moving right along here, I just felt like we should cool down with some refreshing ice cream news.
For sure. Well, congratulations, Ed China.
Yeah, there you go. Congratulations.
Like I said, for accidentally setting a record.
Let's see here. More food news, Steven. More food news.
My
Man,
favorite.
yes, man eats 107 blueberries in 1 minute for Guinness World Record. In Idaho.
Okay. All right. No, continue. I got some words, but continue.
Oh, goodness. An Idaho man with a habit of breaking world records sets another world record to his collection here when he ate 107 blueberries in 1 minute. David Rush, who has broken more than 150 Guinness World Records to promote STEM education,
Wow.
said that the blueberry record required speed and precision, as the rules required him to only to use only one hand to pick up only one blueberry at a time.
I see. Okay.
So this does require some skill.
I see.
It seems. The total was fast enough to beat the previous record of 100. I'm sorry, he ate 107. The previous record was 96, set by a British man named Luke Roberts in October 2019. So it doesn't seem like that record stood for very long, Stephen.
No, definitely not. You said 2019?
Yes, October 2019. So what? Less than a year later.
Yeah. Wow.
This guy David Rush was quite a dick and just broke the record instead.
He's like, yeah, I'm not even going to let you hold that for a year.
Exactly.
Okay, so when I first heard the number 107, I was thinking, that's a rookie number. Like, how is that a world record? I could demolish like 400 blueberries in a minute, I feel like. But then you have the stipulation of the one blueberry with one hand at a time. And see, I have a problem with that. Because the record isn't how many blueberries can you eat in a minute while eating one at a time and using only one hand. It's how many can you eat in a minute. You need to let me shovel that into my face, like, as fast as I want to. You know?
Yes, indeed. Yeah,
that bothers me.
It does seem like a very stringent rule, yes?
It does. And then, you may not know this about me, but I fucking love berries. Blueberries, raspberries. Sorry for the F-bomb. I just feel so strongly about these berries, and blueberries in particular, man, I could smash like 400 in a minute, I feel like, if I was able to just shovel them in.
Interesting.
I'm not even exaggerating with that number, man. I feel like I could do it.
400. Yeah, with a blueberry shovel, eh? Okay.
Well, those are my hands. See, I call them blueberry shovels.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Understood.
So I'm really always carrying blueberry shovels with me. I'm always prepared, to set this record. So, I don't know, man. I don't like that rule. It bothers me.
Of all the berries that you just named off, is there a favorite berry of yours?
Probably
what's your
blueberry.
favorite? It probably is the blueberry?
Yeah, it probably is the blueberry. Yeah. Raspberries are real good. Blackberries are really good. Is a cherry a berry?
I don't believe the cherry is a berry. Well, let me see. Let me research this here real quick.
Is that like a good cherry? Cherries are great. I mean, if you go to Seattle and go to what do they call it? It's like there's like a market in Seattle, and it's like it has a name. Can't remember what it's called, but they sell these cherries there, these black cherries that are like, dude, they're like the size of a. Oh man, I don't know. They're huge though. They're like 3 inches wide. It's like the size of a cutie. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Cuties?
Yeah. I'm big fan.
Yeah. Now imagine a cherry that size. It's the greatest thing.
Those are big cherries. Where do you find those?
In Seattle at this market. I can't remember what the market's called, but if you find yourself in Seattle, find those cherries because they're great.
Sounds good, man. I'll have to hit up my cousin. He lives in Seattle. Maybe he can mail me some.
Dang, there you go.
Okay,
it's all coming together.
So a berry is a fruit that does not have a core. Okay. And it makes it completely edible. Whereas cherries, they do have a core, and thus they are classified as what you call a drupe.
That sounds fake. That doesn't sound like the real word for that.
DRUP, a droop.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are some other droops? So if a cherry is a droop, what else is a droop?
Let me see. This is riveting podcast content.
I mean, we're learning about berries, man.
What are droops? Let's see here. Aha. There's a picture guide to what are droops.
Oh, good.
We've got almonds.
What?
Yeah, coffee is considered a droop. Coconut, dates, cherries, apricots, nectarines, and pistachios.
Huh. Okay.
Yep. A drupe is a fleshy fruit with thick skin and has a central stone containing the seed. So there you go, Stephen.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess there you have it. But an almond's not a fleshy fruit. Whatever. I'll let it slide. Whatever.
I don't know, Stephen. I don't know. That's what the science tells me.
I see. Well, the science is wrong.
You know it's not wrong.
What's that?
Getting paid for doing nothing. And that's exactly what a German university is offering to do for you. A university in Germany is offering idleness grants to Germans willing to abstain from activity as part of a research for an exhibition on sustainability. The University of Fine Arts in Hamburg, rather.
Ah, I see.
Yes, there's not a city called Hamsburg. That would be something, though.
Yes.
Let me see here. They are offering grants here currently to 3 people who will receive a grant for doing absolutely nothing, and they will be paid $1,900 to engage in a specific form of active inactivity, is what they're calling it.
What does that mean?
Indeed. Let me see here. Doing nothing isn't very easy. Friedrich von Boris, the architect of the design theorist who has designed the program, told The Guardian, "We want to focus on active inactivity. If you say you are not going to move for a week, then that's impressive. If you propose you are not going to move or think, that might be even better." Van Boris said the period of inactivity is up to the applicant. If you say you're not going to sleep, then you can only do that for a couple of days. But if you say you're not going to, if you're not going to shop, then that's something you could sustain for even longer. This is very interesting here, Stephen.
Yeah.
Van Boris said that the idea is to explore the relationship between how society encourages sustainability and how society places value on material success. This scholarship is not a joke, but an experiment with serious intentions. How can you turn a society that is structured around achievements and accomplishments on its head? Van Boris said. This is interesting. Apparently,
it is interesting.
Yeah, he's saying that he wants to explore this question. What can I refrain from so that my life has fewer negative consequences on the lives of others?
Oh,
I mean, I feel like there's a better route that you could take, though.
I mean, certainly. I don't know. So the thing that is interesting to me is how open-ended this study is. Like normally with studies like these, you're put in like a room. It's very controlled and everything has, everything's planned out and everything like that. But if he's letting you pick the stipulation, I mean, like I don't know, that's not like it's not a very like scientific approach. You know what I mean?
Perhaps not.
I don't know. It's kind of weird. I feel like they should set the parameters and then test based on that. I don't know. But I will say, on the surface, that sounds great. Getting paid to do nothing. But like when you actually sit and think about it, that sounds awful. Like do nothing. Like at all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long I would last in doing that. I mean, I could probably, if you're like, hey, stay on your couch for a week, I could probably pull that off.
Yeah, yeah. But like, am I allowed to do things like while I'm on the couch? Can I use my phone and like stuff like that, or am I literally just
Yeah,
sitting on my couch?
yeah. Just you just can't leave from the
I
couch.
see.
Like you might
Um,
have people like wait hand and foot on you, but I mean, if you
right.
had like I don't know, I think I could maybe convince Mrs. Headlock Talk to let me do that. Um,
Possibly. Yeah.
she probably wouldn't be too thrilled with it, but I'd be like, hey, $1,900, you know.
Yeah. And then it's like, all right, bet. I mean, what do you need? You know? No, I mean, I could probably do like about a week of that, and then I would go insane. Like I have to get up and do something, you know?
Indeed.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, what else is insane here is this next story.
Mm.
Some stealthy. This is a tongue twister of a headline here, Stephen.
Oh, snap.
Stealthy thieves steal 330-pound safe from a ninja museum. Indeed.
Okay.
A Japanese museum dedicated to the history and practices of the ninjas was targeted by thieves who apparently knew something of stealth themselves, stealing $9,470 in 3 minutes. The Iga Ryu Ninja Museum, located in Iga, Mi Prefecture, said that there was no staff members inside when the late-night thieves broke in and triggered an alarm. Police were summoned to the scene and determined the thieves had used a crowbar to force open the door and made off with a 330-pound safe containing admissions fees for more than 1,000 visitors. The museum said about $9,470 was inside the safe, and the thieves are believed to have been in and out of the museum in about 3 minutes. So, yeah, interesting stuff here. Stephen, I'm more surprised that there just weren't ninjas standing guard at the Ninja Museum.
I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, if anyone in the world is equipped enough to be guarded by ninjas, I would think it would be a ninja museum. You know.
Mm.
I also want to say a crowbar is not very ninja-like.
No, I would imagine that would that actually make quite the disturbance. But I guess since no one was inside, then yeah. Mm.
See, this could be the plot of a movie though. Like I'm imagining like these guys coming into the museum and like, you know, looking at the blueprints, talking to the employees about like when the shift changes and like all this stuff, and then they go in with a crowbar at the end of the movie, and you're just like, well, what was the whole point of the first 45 minutes? You know,
Like it's ninja heist.
yeah, but like not really because we used a crowbar. So, but it still could be a blockbuster. That's all I'm saying.
Who would you cast in the movie Ninja Heist, Steven?
Oh, Ninja Heist.
Yeah,
Oh man.
we got to put this movie together here. Apparently, it's like the Ocean's 11 of the modern day.
Right, right. Man, I don't even know who would be a good fit for a ninja heist movie. I mean, let's see here.
You got to have your main character has to be pretty suave, good talker, probably fairly good looking.
Jonah Hill.
All right, so we'll cast Jonah Hill as the lead here in Ninja
Jonah
Heist. So Jonah Hill, he's on the list.
Jonah Hill's on the list. Let's see here. I'd like to include Sean Bean. You have to put a British guy in there, the suave British guy that's kind of like he's like the mastermind of this whole thing, you know.
Okay, so maybe he's more of like Jonah Hill's like the lead guy. He's got the ideas. He's the idea man. But then you've got this British guy who actually makes the thing happen.
Exactly.
Right,
Jonah Hill's he's got that charisma to be able to get all this info out of the people.
The gift of gab. Yeah. Okay. So we got
the gift of gab. Yes. Exactly. I would like to bring Shia LaBeouf back. I think Shia LaBeouf's a great actor, and he doesn't do enough movies. So let's bring Shia LaBeouf in here also.
Okay, so we've got Shia LaBeouf. We've got Sean Bean, you said?
Sean Bean, yeah.
And Jonah Hill. Okay.
And see, we would need at least 4 people, I think, to get this heist off the ground.
Okay, so what's Shia LaBeouf's role here? What does he do?
Shia LaBeouf's the grunt. Shia LaBeouf,
Okay.
I mean, whatever Sean Bean needs, you know?
Okay. He facilitates things.
He
Okay.
facilitates, exactly. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe he's like also the getaway driver, perhaps.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, now I'm thinking a getaway driver. Maybe Jason Statham.
Okay, so Jason Statham. I think so. Jason Statham could fill two voids here that I think we really desperately need for this movie.
What's that?
So he can be the role of the driver. Obviously, he's pretty good at that. I would imagine, based off of his recent role history. But Crank, Fast and Furious, right?
True. I always forget he was in Fast and Furious.
He was literally in The Driver, wasn't he? Like that was his movie.
Yes, yeah. Actually.
So, and then he can also fill the role of like the badass, right? We need somebody who's there when the shit goes down, right?
Right.
Yeah. Somebody who can help clean up the thing.
It's a good point.
So yeah. What an interesting collection of people we have on this on this cast.
Jonah Hill, Jonah Hill, Shia LaBeouf, Jason Statham, and Sean Bean.
Sean Bean.
What a cast.
Quite.
I mean, I'd watch the movie.
We need a female presence in the movie, maybe like a love interest or like somebody else who's like on the team who's got like a special skill set. Maybe somebody who's maybe more stealthy. Because I don't feel as though with these four men that we have here, there's not a lot of stealth involved here for Ninja Heist.
This is true.
Maybe like let's see.
What about Anna Kendrick?
Anna Kendrick.
She was in Pitch Perfect.
Yeah. I mean, she would be good, I think.
See, the thing about Anna Kendrick is that she's very short, so she could fit in tight spaces, which that's your stealth right there.
Okay. Yeah.
I can only assume she's light on her feet.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll roll with Anna Kendrick there as the female lead to the movie as well. She provides the stealth in the movie Ninja Heist.
There you go.
Goodness.
We just wrote an award-winning movie here.
I think so, Steven. I think so. Oh goodness.
We need to hammer this down so that no one steals it. Yeah, I'll go contact Jonah Hill. Don't worry about it. I got it. You just ring him up,
So from breaking in to breaking loose, a fugitive parrot has been captured after 3 days on the lam in Illinois. A macaw parrot that led its owners on a 3-day chase through a Chicago suburb was recaptured with help from public works employees, and a bucket truck. Sisters Amy and Tammy Matuk of Glenview said that they were taking the 4-year-old blue and yellow bird, Luna, for an appointment at Niles Animal Hospital, but Luna flew off before they could hand her off to a veterinarian technician outside the facility. I just felt cold dread, Amy said. She's flown away before due to our mistakes, but usually it's just to the backyard tree and back. The fact that this was so far from home was so scary. So yeah.
Where did they find this parrot at?
It was in a Chicago suburb. Let me see here. Peter Babican, an operations officer for the Niles Police Department, saw Luna fly past his office window on her third day of wandering the village. He contacted the Niles Animal Hospital, which summoned the Matuks to the scene. Babican also called in a Niles Public Works crew with a bucket truck to attempt to reach Luna in a tall tree in a parkway near the Niles Rain Garden. Babican, a former animal control officer, volunteered to go up in the bucket truck, but Luna flew off again when he came within inches of grabbing her. Luna fled to a tree right across the street, where her owners were finally able to coax her into returning to their arms. I'm glad she cooperated and didn't get too scared off by all the semi-trucks and fire trucks driving by. And I'm glad that we got in touch with the owner. We probably wouldn't have gotten her without the owner, Babican said. So there you go, a heartwarming tale of a bird and her family.
Yeah, yeah. That it really tugs on the heartstrings a little bit. That's nice. That's nice. Makes you feel good. You know what I mean?
I agree. I'm glad the bird Luna got returned. I've never really understood birds as pets, though. That always seemed like a risky move because of the the whole flying thing.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, you can't really, you can't take your bird on a walk.
No, you cannot take your bird on a walk.
Which I mean, you normally wouldn't take like a cat or like a lizard on a walk or anything like that either. But like, I don't know. I feel like that's that's a requirement for a pet. Is like, even if you don't normally take them out for a walk, you need to be able to. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. I agree with you. I never understood the bird thing, just because like. And I get your point of them, possibly flying away or something like that. But more on my point is hearing birds in the morning, right when you wake up, is very nice. It's very, very relaxing. Hearing a bird at 11:30 at night when you're trying to sleep is the opposite of relaxing. I had a friend in elementary school who had a bird, or I guess his family had a bird or whatever. And eventually we stopped spending the night at his house because it's just like, this is atrocious. This is terrible. Like, I don't have anything against parrots or birds in general, but like, why would you willingly do that to yourself?
I don't know, Steven. I really don't know.
I don't.
All right, sorry about that, guys. We had to take a brief pause here. And speaking of pause, our next story here: bear wanders into California grocery store, steals a bag of chips.
I see what you did there. Pause and pause. I appreciate that.
Indeed, Stephen. Let's see here. A customer at a California grocery store captured a video of a shoplifting bear strolling into the store and nonchalantly walking off with a bag of chips in its mouth. Adina Baidu said that she was leaving the Safeway store in Kings Beach with her cart when she nearly ended up on a oh goodness, when she nearly ended up in a head-on collision with the bear. So there was this woman walking out of the Safeway. And I almost into a bear. That was me. I'm the woman, Baidu said in the Facebook post. She said a witness had made a high-pitched sound that caused her to look up look up just in time to avoid walking right into the animal. She captured video of the bear eating some garbage from next to the trash can and went to take her groceries into the van. The woman said she looked moments later and discovered the bear had wandered into the store through the front doors. She filmed the animal as it grabbed a bag of Tostitos chips in its mouth and left the store without paying for the snack.
Oh, man. That's really the atrocity here.
Well, one of the themes that we've seen in recent weeks here, Stephen, is that these animals, they seem to be learning. They seem to be picking up on more of these more human tendencies. I wonder how long the bear has actually sat and watched as humans strolled into the store thinking, I could probably do that.
Right. And long enough to have known that Tostitos are the kind of chip that you would want, for your bear party.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's weird. So the first thing I think of with this story is there's like no security whatsoever at the store. Like, this bear just like walks in, no problem. Like, I understand a security guard's not going to tackle a bear, but like, no one knew about this bear until it was already like in the store. I feel like someone should have called the cops and be like, hey, by the way, there's a bear in the parking lot. Like, everyone was just like nonchalant, just like, oh, whatever, And plus, this chick needs to be more aware of her surroundings.
She's just on her phone, and
Dude.
She didn't see the bear coming. Yeah, it's a bad deal all around. What I'm most impressed by here is that the bear strolls into the store and I guess he goes right to get the Tostitos, right? It sounds like this was a very quick trip for the bear. He didn't daddle around, and
No.
he wasn't like looking at the fruit or like pondering, hey, should I get this cake?
Right.
He knew what he wanted. He wanted those chips.
He knew what he needed. Yeah, 100%. I wonder if maybe he had a friend who gave him some Tostitos one time, and now that's that's just a thing that he remembers, and it's like, man, let's bring back some good memories. Let me go grab a bag of Tostitos, and reminisce about my handler, I don't know,
friend
of some sort. Yeah.
You almost wonder if the real crime is that he didn't get the salsa to go along with it.
I mean, truly. I mean, I will say the bear has good taste in the sense that he grabbed the Tostitos, but you're right. I mean, you got to have some kind of condiment or dip of some sort. Come on, bear, up your game.
Indeed. And speaking of upping the game, Tokyo is really
on these segments, bro.
Thanks, man. Tokyo is really upping their game as far as their restrooms are concerned.
Okay, so you mentioned Tokyo, and I thought we were going to robots, and I was going to be mad, but we're not going to robots. I don't think so.
We've got that coming up here soon enough, Steven.
Okay. I knew I couldn't get away from it.
But per NPR.org and writer Bill Chappelle, transparent public toilets unveiled in Tokyo parks, but they also offer privacy.
What?
Yes. The idea of using a public restroom with see-through walls may sound like the stuff of nightmares, but a Japanese architect is hoping to change that view using vibrant colors and new technology to make the restrooms in Tokyo parks more inviting. There are two things we worry about when entering the public restroom, especially these located at a park, according to architect Shigeru Bon's park. Shigeru Bon, I guess that's the architect, his firm, Shigeru Bon. I think my pronunciation is probably way off.
I think you're close enough.
We might be. But they state that the first concern is cleanliness, and the second concern is whether anyone is inside. Transparent walls can address both of these worries, Bond says, by showing people what awaits them inside.
Oh, God.
After users enter the restroom and lock the door, the powder room's walls turn a powdery hazel shade, and they are no longer see-through. So yeah, I mean these are not too bad. I will say one of these here, you can still see the silhouette of what is clearly a toilet. So I can only imagine, walking by in this park, it's on, right? It's on. But you still see the silhouette of a man sitting there.
I see.
So that is a little bit concerning.
I don't enjoy
that. They say, using a new technology, we made the outer walls with glass that become opaque when the door is locked and closed, so that a person can check inside before entering. Let me see here. They've enlisted multiple different architects to help with this project. At night, the facility lights up the park with a beautiful lantern, or like a beautiful lantern, rather. Many of the architects are saying. The project's eye-catching toilets are part of a plan to put people at ease when visiting a public bathroom, a prospect that can trigger a number of responses, from relief to trepidation. Stephen, I don't know about you. I sometimes like to take a jog every now and again.
For sure.
But, I am often intimidated by what might await me in the bathroom on the trails that I go on sometimes.
This is true. These people are animals.
Whoa, Steven. Whoa.
No. I mean, you're 100% right. I mean, if anyone's visited a park bathroom in the last month, they'll know what I'm talking about. People are animals, and
yes.
those bathrooms are insane.
Yeah, they're not always the cleanliest, and especially if you're on a park, particularly here in Texas, you
Hmm.
never know what might await you. You might walk in, there might be like a possum or a snake, or sometimes even
Hmm.
worse.
This is true.
So yeah, I think that they've got the right idea here in Tokyo.
So, I mean, I'll say I appreciate them trying to solve this problem. I will say that. However, um, do we need a clear bathroom? Is that something that we need as a society?
Well, it's clear so that way you can see if there's, that it's vacant. And then when you go inside, and lock the door, then like the walls become opaque. You can't see inside anymore.
See, and that's all well and good, but wait until the computer, running this mechanism glitches out, and then you're caught with your pecker in your hand, and like the whole thing turns completely clear, and now you're in a nightmare. Now you're in a nightmare. Congratulations, humanity! You did it to yourself.
And
Like,
then like the color frame fades, and then like
yeah.
one of the walls just like falls over. It's a total calamity.
Oh,
You're just sitting there, or
I
standing
would
there, depending
I
on.
would yeah, right, exactly. I would curl up and die. Thank you very much. That sounds awful. So not everything needs like further technology, okay? What's wrong with the occupied sign? What's wrong with that?
Well, I mean, could I possibly win you over with some of these features here? A well-known
You
toilet
could try.
company, a well-known toilet company in Japan, and also famous rock band Toto,
Ah, yes.
famous for its toilets. The toilets will include perhaps heated seats rather, bidets and deodorizers. And Toto, the company, will advise on toilet equipment and layout of these public restrooms.
Hmm. Hmm. Um, I mean, you could do that now without making it see-through. Like, I don't know. Sure, cool feature, bro. Like, thanks, but I don't know. There's a possibility of it going haywire and becoming see-through, and then it won't matter that I have a heated seat. You know what I mean?
I don't know. If it's winter outside, I'd like to have my heated seat, Steven.
But you can have it without a clear wall. Like, of all the places to put a clear wall, a restroom.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I rest my case. Like that just sounds like a terrible idea.
Oh goodness.
I don't
Well,
know. Call me on like version 4 when you work out all the kinks and there's no possible way to uh to have it go haywire or whatever.
from possibly embarrassing to the utterly
Hmm.
mysterious.
Ah, yes.
Contents of a mysterious safe left on a New York farm will remain a mystery, per UPI writer Ben Hooper. A mysterious safe that appeared on a New York State farmer's property with a note attached will remain a mystery for the time being, the farmer said. A large safe estimated to weigh between 500 and 600 pounds appeared.
Damn.
Yeah, big safe. It appeared in a field on Kirk Math's farm, with a note attached that can read, "If you can open this, you can have what's inside." Mathis said deputies had to disperse a crowd of people who attempted to force it open. They took a sledgehammer to it, knocked the dial off the handle. Mathis said they worked on the hinges, kind of beat it up. My personal feeling is leave it as a mystery, Mathis said. Steven, quite odd. Wonder how this safe got
Yes.
there.
Yeah, I mean, like clearly someone put it there. I mean, I would think, unless it really is a mystery, and then that's a whole other thing. But why does this farmer want to keep it a mystery? That doesn't make sense to me.
Well, we can answer that question for you now.
Okay.
If you open it, the show is over. In these times, with the virus and the politics, it might give people a chance to set their problems aside and have a lot of fun talking about it, Mathis said.
I mean, I like where your heart is at, but like, I don't think a mysterious box is going to bring us back from 2020. Like, I think it's going to take a lot more than that. But hey, he has a good heart, so I got to give him that. Got to give him that.
More bizarrely, the safe eventually could become a part of the planned local history museum in the town of Bear. It could be holding millions of dollars. It could have confetti in there. You have no idea. So just dream, said a representative of the Bar Betterment Committee, one of the groups working on the museum plans. Stephen, likelihood of it being confetti in there, I'd say fairly low.
Definitely not confetti, no. But also the likelihood of there being $1 million is very, very low as well. So, I mean, it's probably something just like... It's probably like confetti, where it's just like, cool, you know? Like there's nothing actually really that cool in there. Like, the coolness of it is the mystique, you know? I don't know, man. I don't know. One thing about... I don't like surprises. Like, I just don't like surprises, especially if someone's
not a surprise kind of guy.
No, especially if someone like comes up to me and is like, "Hey, I got a surprise for you." Like, what? Fuck you. Tell me. Like that. I hate surprises, man. I don't get them. I don't like the excitement. It gives me anxiety. So I don't know. If I was the like commissioner of this town, I would order it to be opened. I need to know what's inside.
If for no other reason, for safety purposes.
Yeah, for sure, for safety purposes. I mean, if it was your decision on whether or not it would be opened, would you open it, or would you leave it a mystery?
I don't know. I do like a good mystery. But with that being said, I mean, you kind of want to know what it is, or at least try and return it to its proper owners. Maybe there's something in there that would indicate who the safe belongs to.
What if it's a bomb? Like, you got to open it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it would probably be wise to have maybe some safety officials around. Call the bomb squad, call the fire department, call the police.
I mean, I don't know. There's too many wackos in the world. I'm not just gonna trust a mysterious box that it has something of value in it.
Indeed,
I don't
Stephen.
know. Maybe that's the cynic in me.
Well, I'll let your cynicism arise here, my friend, because we're moving on from the mysterious to the utterly horrifying. Facebook is training robot assistants to hear as well as see. This is per MIT technology review and writer Karen Ho. The company's AI lab is pushing the boundaries of its virtual simulation platform to train AI agents to carry out tasks like get my ringing phone. Oh, goodness. In June 2019, Facebook's AI lab FAIR released AI Habitat, a new simulation platform for training AI agents. It allowed agents to explore various realistic virtual environments like a furbished apartment or a cubicle-filled office. The AI then could be ported into a robot, which would gain the smarts to navigate through the real world without crashing. Steven. Steven, are you still there?
Oh, I'm still here. Yeah. So just to reiterate, I guess something that's becoming somewhat of a catchphrase for me. Thanks, I hate it. Look, one day they're grabbing your phone off the table, and then the next day they're competing in the Olympics. I mean, where does it stop? Where does it stop?
This is a good question here, Steven. I'm really not quite sure. But basically, what this article sums up here, and I would recommend everybody check it out. But yeah, they're building algorithms here in labs. And one of the tests here, a sound rendering tool that allowed researchers to add highly realistic acoustics to any given habitat environment. It was, let's see here, it could render sounds produced by hitting different pieces of furniture or the sounds of heel versus sneakers on the floor. The addition gives Habitat the ability to train agents on tasks that would require visual and auditory sensing, like get my phone or open the door where the person is knocking. So there is that. Facebook is training these robots here to. I guess we're slowly getting to like the Jetsons. I guess perhaps.
It seems like it, yeah, or maybe some creepy Orwellian version of the Jetsons. Yeah, like that combines two of the scariest things for me: robots and Facebook.
Not a fan of the book, Steven? That's what the kids call it now.
Is that what the kids are calling it? The book?
The book?
No, I mean, Facebook is oh man, I don't want to go too far into this, but yeah, Facebook's like a really terrible company. Like they're really just awful for humanity in a lot of ways. And then you combine that with robots.
Yes, robots.
Dude, there's very few people in this world that I would trust to develop a robot with, advanced AI that would not want to kill everybody. Facebook is not one of those people that I would trust.
Hey, it's your friend Cindy from high school.
Oh God,
what a total bitch!
See, you're just giving me a glimpse into the future, and I don't like it. No, I'm not about it. Facebook, you need to stop this.
The robot should give you abilities to block people on Twitter. Facebook.
But see, the robot might take it the wrong way. And then you maybe they think you want to block that person from life, and then now you have a murder robot on your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Age of Ultron?
Yes, many times actually.
Me too. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
No strings on me.
Exactly, dude. That scene is so creepy.
I'm sure that was really your worst nightmare.
Oh, dude, yeah,
100%.
And I was like, I don't know, 18 or something like that when it came out, and even back then I was like, this is the most unsettling thing I've ever seen. How is everyone not afraid of this? I don't know.
You guys know this is real, right?
Right. It's happening. Call the Pentagon.
You're standing up shouting in the movie theater. People are like, sit down, kid. Trying to watch the movie.
We're all going to die.
Oh, goodness.
Just trying to warn everybody,
Indeed, Stephen. Indeed.
I use my platform to save humanity.
Well, hopefully we're getting closer.
It doesn't seem like it.
But unfortunately, we can't save all of humanity, Stephen, as we are going to close out our show with some Florida news. Indeed.
Oh, good.
Drunk Florida man drives lawnmower on the highway, deputies say. Suspect has had prior DUI convictions. A Florida man who admittedly maybe had a little too much to drink was caught on dash camera riding a lawnmower down a highway, according to the Marion County Sheriff's Department. Deputies said they caught Paul Burke of Fort McCoy driving the riding lawnmower in the middle of the highway of Highway 316 on Wednesday. What a fitting highway to ride.
Austin 316.
Video provided by the department shows Burke slurring his words and admitting that he had been drinking, although he never qualifies exactly how much he had. At first, Burke said he had, quote, a couple. But when asked again by the deputy, he replies, I'm not going to lie to you. And then later says, I've maybe had a little bit too much to drink tonight. Burke said he had just left his home and was driving to his home.
Wait, what? That doesn't check out.
No. That's what he says. According to the footage, the deputy tries to get Burke to perform a field sobriety test, but Burke says he can't complete the exercise because he's, quote, been drinking too much. Burke asks if he can be issued a ticket and be on his way.
Oh, man.
So I'm going to ask you one more time if you want to do these exercises, the deputy says. No, sir, just take me to jail, Burke replies. The deputy said Burke has 3 prior DUI convictions and as a result does not have a valid driver's license. Driving a lawnmower in the middle of a road where the speed limit is 55 miles per hour is dangerous and illegal. Deputies wrote in a Facebook post, add being drunk into the mix, it can become fatal. Burke was arrested on a DUI charge. Steven.
Yes.
Have you ever ridden a lawnmower before?
I have, actually. Yeah.
How is it?
Yeah.
I've never actually used one before.
I mean, it's about as smooth as you would imagine it is. It's not a smooth ride at all. It's not very fast. I mean, it depends on, the one you ride. The one I was riding was not very fast. But then I've seen some some landscapers on the side of the road, hauling ass in some of those lawnmowers. So maybe it's just the one that I was riding wasn't very fast, but I don't know. It's not a smooth ride, certainly. I don't know. Is it still a DUI if it's not a street legal vehicle?
I wonder if maybe the lawnmower's impounded somewhere. That's
maybe
a possibility too. But I will say, granted, for having his license suspended, he did find quite a unique workaround. I'll give him that.
I mean, that's true.
Quite the ingenuity, there.
I mean, I don't need a license to ride a lawnmower. I mean, I gotta say, the logic is sound. I feel like this wouldn't have gone so poorly for him had he not been drinking. You know what I mean? If he was sober this entire time, the cop probably would have just been like, "Dude, like, come on. Like, you had to know this wasn't going to work. Go home." But because he was drinking, it made it so much worse for him.
This is true. He kept changing his story. It's
right.
It's a whole thing, it seems.
Yeah, it's too much. I will say this is like a textbook Florida man story, like 100%.
Well, we'll finish out with one more bit of Florida news here. Per the Associated Press and winknews.com, WINK out of Florida, in Boynton Beach, a man went for a 9-mile ride down a busy highway, but in an unusual fashion, on the hood of a tractor trailer. The South Florida Sun Sentinel reported that the unidentified man climbed onto the hood Saturday after stopping his vehicle along Florida's Turnpike and walking out onto the highway. The Florida Highway Patrol says the tractor-trailer driver continued on down the road as the man clung onto the hood and began pounding on the windshield with his fists and his forehead. Eventually, troopers stopped the tractor-trailer and took the man into custody. He was committed for a 72-hour mental health check evaluation under the state's Baker Acts. No serious injuries were reported. I will say, this story does sound quite serious, obviously. But the video is quite something to watch.
Oh, yeah?
Indeed.
Oh, man. I feel like these Florida stories just get, more crazy every time. Why is it Florida? What is it about Florida, man?
I don't know, man. I maybe it's just the tropical heat.
Is there something in the water?
Maybe it's being just that close to the Atlantic Ocean on all sides, basically. I don't know.
I don't know. All of the. I mean, not all, but I don't know. Half of the crazy, wacky stories you hear come from Florida. And I don't know why. I feel like at this point, I'm doing myself a disservice by not going to Florida and seeing what the hell is going on out there.
Yeah, no, indeed. I will say also, on a more humorous note, the man appears on the hood of the truck. He's actually stripped down to his underwear and his socks. As he's clinging onto the hood of the tractor trailer, going down the highway.
I see. Man, maybe he should have called the guy from the first Florida story, and it would have been a lot safer.
It's okay, buddy. I'll just come pick you up, okay?
But then again, he seemed pretty aggressive. maybe maybe you don't want him getting close to the other guy. So maybe we would have been reporting a much different story here, possibly.
Perhaps so, Stephen. Perhaps so.
Well, shout out to the Florida men. Y'all are some crazy people, but we love you.
Indeed, Stephen.
Now be safe out there when you cling to the hood of a tractor trailer going down the highway, because we know we can't stop you. But just be safe when you do it.
Just try your best. That's all we ask. Just try your best.
I feel like I'm a parent that's like, we would prefer you to not do drugs, but if you're going to, make sure you do them in our house
safely.
Yeah, safely, exactly. Do you, Florida, but be conscious about it.
Indeed. Oh goodness. Well, Stephen, this has been a wonderful time here, talking all sorts of news with you here this week on the Tanner and Steven Variety Show.
Yes,
but I'm all out of news for this week. We'll return again next week for even more news and perhaps a little bit of something extra. Previously on Twitter, we had a great debate and conversation over the chicken sandwich, I think it is.
Yes.
So Steven and I have decided that we will actually go out and purchase some of these chicken sandwiches and decide once and for all who has the best chicken sandwich.
Yeah, it's time to end it. It's time to end it.
Indeed. So write to us on Twitter at Headlock Talk. Tell us what is your favorite chicken sandwich. We'll round out the top participants here, and we'll make sure to go and pick up those sandwiches and tell you all about who we think has the best chicken sandwich. Until then, we do recommend that you visit naturallyhemps.com and check out their new line of CBD goodness. Yes, they have everything from tinctures to gummies to just all sorts of different things like lotions and balms. So use promo code HLT10 at checkout for all of your CBD needs. You get 10% off of your entire purchase, and that offer never expires. So use it to your heart's content. In addition to that, you can also visit naturallypuresanitizer.com rather, for all of your hand sanitizer needs as well. Especially nowadays, got to keep clean, folks. It's always good to have that spare bottle of hand sanitizer near you. So why not make sure to choose Naturally Pure Sanitizer for all your hand sanitizer needs, and use promo code HLT10 for 10% off there too. We also have AmericanVaporCompany.com for all of your vaping needs. If you are a vapor and in need of e-liquid, choose AmericanVaporCompany.com and use promo code HLT10 for checkout there as well. They have e-liquids ranging from fruit flavors, menthol flavors, all the way to tobacco flavors, candy flavors, even syrup flavors and fruit flavors as well. So
I'm actually using one of their flavors called Unity Squanch. It's a really good blue raspberry candy flavor, and that's what I'm vaping on right now. It's really, really good.
Awesome. Well, yeah, if you're a vapor and in need of e-liquid, again, don't hesitate. Go to Go to AmericanVaporCompany.com for all of your e-liquid needs. But until then, make sure to follow us on Twitter at Headlock Talk and hit the subscribe button wherever you're listening to podcasts here, be it iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Podbean, or anywhere else for that matter. And if you're able to, leave us a 5-star rating review wherever you listen to podcasts. It would be greatly appreciated, guys. Steven, is there anything else that I'm forgetting here today?
I think that's it, man. We got all the Florida news, the animal news, the robot news. Yeah, I think we got it.
Indeed, Steven. Alrighty, well, y'all take care out there. Be safe, know that we love you, and have yourselves a great rest of the day.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Bye-bye.
Later.